All right, boys, we are officially live. Coming in early off of the countdown because we're bored. Eager. This is Velocity Entertainment. Each and every Monday night, we scour the internet for video game, movies, and TV news that you guys might find
That makes a lot of noise.
No, Sam.
interesting.
I got the
You look right at me, and now I want you to just
Well, now I'm gonna
accept
put-
the...
This is my
over
bad
here.
ear.
There. It still makes a noise though.
It's better. It's a lot quieter, though.
So I better remember to turn Logan's mic on.
Oh,
Because it
hey.
Oh, hey.
There it is.
That's what it's like.
Smooth as butter. Okay, all right.
Got it.
Each and every weekday we find video games, movies, and TV news that you guys might find interesting. Talk about it for a little while and nerd out a little bit. We also do a movie tournament. The current tournament is sports movies. And that's about it. If you haven't yet, go check out Velocity Mixed Martial Arts. We have 7 awesome episodes with 6 awesome guests and a new one coming tonight. And then we've also started back up Velocity Movies and Review. If you want to go back and check out the 6 episodes of Lord of the Rings, you can do that. And we're 2 episodes into Pirates of the Caribbean with the 3rd movie to come on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Joining me, we have the long hair, don't care, Thug Nasty, dropping him in the dirt, laying down the hurt, the all-knowing, almost Samoan, dishing out crosses,
Fanning you
taking no
off.
losses, best blue eyes in Sioux Falls, Tanner House.
Thank you.
And of course, there's only one. He is the trash talker. Drops more bombs than Hurt Locker. He's the nerdiest, the flirtiest, and overall, the most luxurious.
Yeah.
Michael Otamende.
No tie, but I just need to keep a tie here. I keep forgetting.
Just hanging on the wall behind. He's like, all right, time to go to work.
Well, someday we're gonna get you a Velocity tie,
We do need that.
and then you can just keep that one here, just hanging on the wall behind you, so it's always in your cam.
This is a good idea. I'm gonna make it happen.
And joining us this week, my childhood friend, Logan.
Hi, that's me.
The guests
Logan.
don't. The
I
guests
like how you
don't
say
get
our
the-
first and last names, but you just give him the first
I
name.
never know if the guests like the first and last names, but
Yeah.
He never asked us if we
First
like
name
it.
is just fine.
exactly.
Fair enough.
How's everybody doing this week? How's your week been?
Good.
I know you're in town from out of town, so
Yep.
you probably had a pretty hectic week.
It's just busy.
Yeah.
Busy, but it's awesome. It's good to be back.
Doing work with the meadery and stuff.
Oh yeah, doing meat stuff and yep, and then of course just trying to doing a bunch of running around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I would ask where you're from, but I don't know if you want that information out there either.
Well, so I'm from here.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But no, my wife and I, we live in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Chocolate World.
See,
Chocolate World.
I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I don't know if that's near Pittsburgh.
About 3 hours east.
Ah.
Yeah.
So now I need to convince you to be a Steelers fan.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Good luck.
He does not seem interested.
He's like, I'm not.
But hey, shout out, go Bears.
I'm like a
Bears
Jehovah's.
hockey.
I'm like a Jehovah's Witness who's like, can I convince you about the good
Do
word?
you have a second to talk about
the Steelers?
the Steelers?
Yeah. But no.
No, I really don't. Sorry.
Don't want to hear it.
I'd love to, but I literally have to do anything else on the planet. All right, boys, we got a busy week this week. It's E3 week,
Yeah.
so I got a lot of stuff to talk about from E3, but
So much nerd stuff.
and I'll keep it moving quickly. You know,
Yeah.
there's things that we can stop and talk about. Obviously, we don't have to like rush through without giving opinions, but there's other things that we can move through pretty quickly. But I do have a couple of little movie stories first. We kind of talked about it for a second before the stream started, but director Kenji Kamiyama from Ghost in the Shell will direct The War of Rohirrim, a feature-length animated movie set in the world of the Lord of the Rings. Joint project between Warner Brothers Animation, New Line Cinema. The War of the Rohirrim is being fast-tracked for the big screen with plans for global distribution by Warner Brothers. The movie will tell the untold story behind the fortress of Helm's Deep, according to a news release, delving into the life and blood-soaked times of one of Middle-earth's legendary fighters, the mighty king of Rohan, Helm Hammerhead.
Ah. Okay.
I'm actually really hyped. A lot of Lord of the Rings fans are not hyped for this. I am. I really am.
A lot of people see anime and they're like, "Bah." Why?
But no, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. Now, my question is, will it be a family-friendly one with less blood and gore, or will they like go all out on the blood and gore?
Well, they didn't really do that to begin with in Lord of the Rings.
No, not really. That's I guess that's
It was never really heavy on
no,
gore or sex or any of that stuff. It didn't need to be.
no, it didn't need to be. But I just wonder what they're gonna do with with this. And you said that the director is Japanese.
Yeah, Kenji Kamiyama, most famous, it looks like, for Ghost in the Shell and SAC 2045.
So I've seen the cover of Ghost in the Shell because I've seen it on what we stream our movies on, but I've never heard. Is that a good movie?
It's an anime.
Okay.
The movie was not good in comparison to the anime.
Are you talking about the live Scarlett Johansson one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one. No, the one I saw was an anime movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never watched Ghost in the Shell, but it's heralded for its animation.
Okay.
Really, it's animated really well.
Okay.
So they got an actual Japanese staff to work on this, so it's a real
Yeah.
anime. Real anime.
Exactly.
Because people are always like, it's not an anime if it's
I'm
not
not
from
gonna lie. When I saw
Japan.
this article, I thought it was gonna be like a live action movie, and I did not know.
When I first saw it, like, because it just showed, like, the clickbait article I saw was just the War of Rohirrim.
Yeah.
And I, like, dropped. I was like,
Erection right away.
can we get Henry Cavill to be Helms?
Oh.
Henry Cavill is the
I'm
king
gonna have
of
to go back
nerds.
to. I'm gonna have to go back to Two Towers and go to the Battle of Helm's Deep because they have like a big statue of him at Helm's Deep. And I kind of want to see what he
The
looks like.
hammer.
So I know who. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the horn that
Mhm.
Gimli blows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see what the statue looks like so I can kind of guesstimate who's going to be playing that. Or not playing it, but who's going to voice it.
Oh, I'm hype.
Yeah, do you think they gotta get, like, voice actors from Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
They'd have to.
You'd think.
It's
A
Lord,
couple
of
at
the,
least.
it's Lord of the Rings.
They just get all the voice actors from Dragon Ball Z.
Please don't make it. I love Dragon Ball Z, but please don't make it like Dragon Ball Z.
So, Helm Hammerhead, is this the grandfather of Theoden, or is this older than that? The
Well-
one that Aragorn fought with?
No, that's. What is his name?
This is much, much older than that, I assume.
Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit older.
Guess I will look him up. Was the 9th king of Rohan at the end of the first line of kings? His rule was plagued by the war of. It's probably
That's a weird question that people also ask. Is Helm Hammerhead a Nazgul? What?
Well, they're for as far as the
Oh.
9 rings. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did
Oh,
become
yeah.
a
That's
Nazgul.
very much
At
a
first, I did not
possibility.
think about
Is he
that.
one
at
of the
all.
9?
He might be.
In the
Well, look,
in the,
read
in the video
read
game
this.
Middle Earth Shadow of War, Helm is shown to have become a Nazgul. He received his ring from Sauron.
If that's
So
how.
Shadow of War isn't canon, the video game?
It's not.
No.
Oh, okay. Well then.
No.
So
Forget that
that might have
often
been
asked
that might have
question.
been something that Tolkien never elaborated on, so they might make it canon in this show. You know.
maybe.
Because they'll be like, we're taking liberties with Tolkien's work now.
Well,
I mean, at this point, they kind of have to.
Yeah,
and
they
they got the Amazon show coming too. That's like more expensive than
They're
Game
all
of Thrones was.
they're gonna be the competition.
Well, it's animated, so if they want to just go ahead and turn him into a Nazgul at the end, I think it better look super awesome.
How cool of an ending would that be to the show?
Right?
Probably a sad ending, but
I'm telling you, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Speaking of which, The Witcher season 2
Yes.
got a fast teaser trailer last week displaying Ciri in the woods, short clips of her training at Kaer Morhen, and that's about it. But I just wanted to throw that
I'm
in there
about
to
it.
let you know that
I'm
it's
about
done and it's edited
I'm
and
a-
it's coming, baby.
I don't. Do you think they're gonna Tarantino it, where they just have the gaps of time and like just confuse you? Like
They will.
they won't do that.
Oh, they
They've
won't.
already said that they're not.
What?
Oh, okay.
That was the first season.
Because that's
deal.
the first season. I was like, where are we?
What's going on?
That was amazing. I love it. I loved it.
No, it was
good.
good.
Yeah,
By
but-
the time we got to the end, I was like, that was amazing. But while it was
Right.
happening, I was like,
No, the showrunner has said that they're going to move into a more linear storyline now that we've caught up to the books. So the first season actually is all prequel. Like it's not even in the first book. It's just things that are kind of explained in throwaway lines in the first book.
yeah.
And they decided to take them because like Yennefer has like no backstory in the book, so they kind of took some creative liberties and gave her the hunchback and all of that.
Which
stuff.
was
Yeah.
awesome, by the way. Like,
Yeah, I thought
they did a really good job
I
with
thought
that.
it was pretty cool. I don't
Also,
know. I don't
also
know
way
where
to
the,
make me attracted to a hunchback.
yeah.
Thanks for that.
I don't know where the purple eyes came from. If you have like magic in your blood, are your eyes just different colors? Because she had purple eyes even when she was a hunchback.
Targaryens had purple eyes.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. We got the Witcher guy. But
I mean, different universe, but I wish they would have had more lavender
That's
eyes
true.
on the show. That
Different
would have been really cool. That would have
Yeah.
been more purple.
That's what it was too. It was the purple eyes for me. I was just like, oh, she's hot. I don't care if she got a
no,
hunchback.
Game of Thrones is in the same universe. I'm just kidding. I wish.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Well, yeah. So if you look at it, you go.
Yeah. It's like that one meme of the guy with the strings attached to everything. It's
Loophole. That's where Arya goes.
What's west of Westeros?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
well, Temeria. Well,
Temeria,
not Temeria, but what's the whole land called? Is it
The
Temeria?
continent.
Is the continent called Temeria?
I don't know anything about
Northern.
Witcher.
Well, the Nilfgaard eventually takes it all over, so you might as well
I
call
think
it.
Nilfgaard takes over Temeria.
That's the map right there.
Yeah.
Well,
It
eventually,
literally just says Northern Realms.
I think eventually Nilfgaard owns almost everything.
Right.
So you might as well call it
It's kind of like
Nilfgaard.
calling it North America, but Northern Realms.
Yeah, right.
Whack.
Whack.
We'll go with that.
All right. Let's get the
Oh yes, He-Man.
trailer up. The He-Man trailer. So He-Man and the Masters of the Universe got a short teaser trailer,
Yeah.
and it was hype.
Henry Cavill.
The show will be run by Kevin Smith, and it'll hit Netflix
Oh, nice.
on July 23rd. And we're gonna watch this teaser real quick.
Pull it up and watch with us.
Do it.
Time after time, you try to take this castle, but you will never succeed, Skeletor.
Skeletor. The best villain.
Voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh really?
Yep.
He's a really good voice actor.
He's all over. He's all over the
everywhere,
place. Yeah.
Oh, it's like I need a hero.
Gee.
I need a hero.
Yeah. All right, I'm hyped. It's kind of an anime art style.
Yeah.
It's the same animators that do Castlevania for Netflix.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about Castlevania is really good. By the way.
Yeah. I only watched the pilot.
It's very good.
Dope.
Dude, I'm hyped for this, dude.
Right. All right. All right. Okay.
So I listened to the Kevin Smith Fat Man Beyond podcast, and they've been talking about this for the last year and a half. So I've known that they're working on this, but they haven't been able to show anything until now.
Fair enough.
And it was hype.
Did you ever listen to Narkill? There's the third track or whatever, the Skeletor and Beastman. It's really funny.
Beastman was always just kind of like comic relief.
Oh, yeah. I highly recommend if you haven't heard it, you will drive home, listen to it, and you will.
What is it called?
Okay, so the band is Narkill with a G, Gnarkill,
Okay.
and it's Skeletor and Beastman, and remember Bam Margera?
Yeah.
So that's like his thing.
Oh, okay.
And oh my god, yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You'll have to check it out. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Bro, this is terrible. You gotta check it out.
You gotta check it out.
The intro alone is just a lot.
It's a lot. Fair enough. All right. We're going to rip through some E3 coverage here, boys. There's 3 days worth to go through here.
Bro.
Like I said, we can stop and talk about stuff that's super interesting, but like most of it,
Just run through
we can probably get through pretty quick. So, day one of E3. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Just read it slow.
Yeah. We're gonna run through this. Goes 5 miles an hour pace.
Call me Ishmael. Frogwares has released a brand new trailer for its next game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. The game stars a young Sherlock Holmes who has traveled to the Mediterranean to solve the case regarding his mother's death. The new trailer focuses on the cinematics, not the gameplay, but does show young Sherlock solving a murder case before embarking on his main journey. accompanying Sherlock is John, not Watson. The character who will be in the role of best friend. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is coming out this year for Xbox, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. PC as well.
Okay.
So, I kind of hope this is a mixture between Noir and Uncharted.
If they use that, yeah.
If it's a mixture between like Uncharted and Noir, where it's you know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
he does like cool stuff.
But then you have but then you have some clue finding.
It's like cool.
You do cool stuff, but you also have it's like an Indiana Jones game, but you also have clue finding stuff in there
That
too.
would be really
like
cool.
Noir.
Maybe we can incorporate the lying faces from LA
That's
Noir.
that video I showed you with the guy's face. If anybody's ever played LA Noir, you know what we're talking about.
This is exciting. Publisher Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated announced that Elden Ring will be out January 21st, 2022. This is one of the most anticipated video games due to the talent behind it. Elden Ring is a collaboration between the Japanese developer behind Dark Souls and George R.R. Martin, the author whose fantasy novels turned the TV show into Game of Thrones. So
So wait a minute. So he's working on this?
yeah, this is like his game with the Dark Souls guys. So
Make Winds of Winter.
I was gonna say
wait, what was that?
for as good as he is at just murdering people in his stories, I feel like this is gonna be good.
Right.
Matches up well with Dark Souls.
Well, and it's the Dark Souls developer, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Souls is
Stupid
such
hard.
a why is the game so difficult?
It's
Or maybe I suck. I think it's more that I suck.
No, they're hard.
Everybody sucks at Dark Souls.
No, they're real hard. Don't
One
worry.
of the few games that I played for 45 minutes and I said, yo, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is not fun for me.
This isn't
I'm
fun
done.
anymore.
At E3, we got a Ubisoft forward. Mike's a big fan of Ubisoft, so you should enjoy this part.
They make me hard.
The headline act for Ubisoft was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Ooh.
The game was first reported many years ago, but now this new one is expected to launch next to the movie next year. The game looks stunning on Ubisoft's Snowdrop engine, and although we haven't seen any gameplay judging by the graphics, this could definitely be next generation exclusive.
So I'm always weary when I see a really popular movie try to make a video game because I'm like, are they just cashing in off their name brand or is it going to be good?
I mean, the cinematic looked amazing, but I mean,
Yeah.
because
Because like,
What do you say
what
about that?
what's a very popular movie that had an actual good video game to go with it?
Well, with this though, they can almost take like a Monster Hunter approach to it, and you can do all this stuff on this planet.
That's
where
what I
there's
wanna see.
big scary monsters.
E.T.
Did E.T.
Actually, no.
Wasn't that a horrible
It
video?
was like NES or Atari or whatever. He's like, yeah. I
To
don't
the
know.
point-
I watched the documentary.
to the point that's
I
where
made the
people
worst-
like
yeah.
buried them, right? That
Yeah.
was that one where they buried copies of ET because it was so bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
That's so I do remember hearing that. But yeah, seriously, I don't know any popular movie that had a good video game. I mean, it's always just a horrible video game that was cashing in off a name brand. You know.
Yeah, I can think of video games that have decent movies, but I
Yeah.
can't really
I
think
thought
of.
I mean, I thought The Hobbit. I mean, I don't know. Like, technically they had the
Oh, I did play that game.
You remember that
the
one,
Hobbit
like,
game? That was actually pretty
on
fun.
PlayStation 2, GameCube.
You
era.
fought a huge armadillo or something. Do you
Something
remember?
like that. Yeah.
PS2 Return of the King. That game was
Yeah.
dope.
Yes. Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But
I feel like all the Lord of the Rings games.
yeah,
are
Lord of the
based
Rings
on
breaks
yeah.
the rules. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not,
also
that's
there's
not a movie. That's a religion.
Well, Star Wars
There's
had
some
some
Star
good-
Wars ones
Star
that-
Wars had
yeah.
some good.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
But a lot of them weren't based on a movie though. They like
No.
were like other.
They went on their
story
own-
stuff. Yeah.
a lot of them weren't even.
It's all
canon.
based on the movies, Tanner. Without the movies, none of it's there.
Oh,
Fair enough.
a lot of those games weren't canon though. I don't think they just kind of
No.
did their
The
own-
Fallen Order one is, though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they announced that one's canon with the little redhead from Shameless.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't. Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, little redhead from Shameless.
I forget his name, but
Me too.
you know him if you saw him. Ian. or
Oh yeah, love that kid.
Oh, up next, Far Cry 6 reveal showcased around the villain Anton Castillo, portrayed by Giancarlo Esposito. But what we didn't expect from it was that Far Cry 6 Season Pass will enable you to go back and play as the most iconic villains from the last 3 entries. Far Cry 3, 4, and 5, where you'll play as Voss, Pagan Min, and Father Joseph in DLC. Really dope. Sounds fun.
Love the Far Cry series. Never played the last one though.
Really? I think it was...
Didn't play.
It's probably my least favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So first revealed before E3, but it was great to see a trailer deep dive into Rainbow Six Extraction. Pre-orders are already open for this Ubisoft Smash. Operators will take on a range of alien life forms, all with their own attacks. So you will need to be aware of what you're attacking. New Rainbow Six, guys.
Nice.
Nintendo teased the title just a few hours before Ubisoft's reveal, but Mario will be teaming up with his rabid friends once again. The game will be exclusive to Nintendo Switch and arrive in 2022. New
and
Mario
Rabbids.
plus Rabbids World, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And those I don't really care about.
Yeah.
I saw the last one and I was like, yeah. Let's see. The only highlight of the Gearbox showcase, Godfall, makes its long-awaited arrival on PS4 on August 10th, 2021. People have been wondering about that for quite a while.
Godfall? Okay.
Watch Dogs lives on in a brand new DLC that'll be coming July 6th, 2021. Just Dance 2022 was announced, of course.
The most hype one, obviously.
Yeah, this is what I'm most excited for, personally.
Personally?
And Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be getting extra content coming in its second year, making it the first in its franchise to do so.
Yeah.
So,
Did you already beat Valhalla or no?
yeah, a while ago.
Well, you are
It was
a
good.
Viking.
It was
in that
fun.
sense.
There's no God of War, but
There's no God of War.
Oh, God,
How many monasteries did you pillage?
and obviously that's not everything from day one of E3. That's just all of the really big, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Rolling right into day two, this was the big day that everybody was super excited about because this was the Xbox Bethesda showcase. The first one since Xbox bought Bethesda. So
Fingers crossed for good stuff here.
Xbox and Bethesda got right down to business, putting out a trailer that leaked early, of course, but the eagerly anticipated Starfield right off the bat. Once more, we even got a release date. You can look forward to playing the next generation of open world RPGs on November 11th, 2022. They have also confirmed that Starfield's exclusive to Xbox. So, sorry, PlayStation, you're not going to be able to get your hands on that one. Only PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
What many people feared.
Yeah.
So
Because
hopefully-
Bethesda was bought by
everybody's
Xbox.
really scared of Skyrim or Elder Scrolls and Fallout. That's what everybody's really scared of.
Like the
Exclusivity.
PlayStation players won't be able to play.
Like if they make those exclusive, that would suck.
That would suck. Because
That
nobody...
really would.
Who's mastered open world RPGs like Bethesda? I think they're the master.
Right.
They're the actual like masters of open world RPG. Or RPGs in general, really.
BioWare's pretty good.
What is?
BioWare.
Yeah, true.
BioWare.
I haven't.
Dragon Age.
Dragon
Dragon
Age.
Age
No,
is poor man's Witcher.
I wanted to argue back with you, but that hurt when you said it out loud. That hurt.
Can't argue.
I'm gonna get some hate emails for that one.
How? How
Dare you?
Poor man's Witcher.
Oh, you know I'm kidding because The Witcher is the poor man's Witcher.
True.
All right, and perhaps one of the most called for crossovers in video game history, it was announced that the worlds of Pirates of the Caribbean and Sea of Thieves are going to collide.
Okay.
I don't think it said when, but yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean will move into Sea of Thieves. I never played Sea of Thieves, so
Okay.
meh.
I didn't know Pirates of the Caribbean had any video games, so this is news to me.
No. Well, I
Well,
did.
they don't have any video games. They're just putting them into Sea of Thieves, like
Oh, okay.
Jack
That's what I
Sparrow.
said.
Actually, I enjoyed one of the Pirates of the Caribbean video games on the Wii. It was a long time ago.
There you go,
I know
movie
it's
movie
nice.
video
It's on
game
Wii.
adaptation.
Game
Yeah, but
Advanced.
it wasn't. It was just I liked it, but it was a niche thing. Nobody else liked it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Next up, Battlefield 2042 was debuted earlier this week, but Xbox showed off a few minutes of gameplay during this showcase. You're a Battlefield guy.
Love
Are
it.
you excited for it?
So stoked.
I wanted to ask you, because they've said that there's no Battle Royale, there's no free modes in this game, and it's still $70 to start with. Like, do you think that's a mistake? Like, since Warzone is free,
Yeah.
and they're not even offering a Battle Royale in this game, I think that's a mistake.
I,
I'm not saying Battlefield's
But-
not awesome.
Well, Battlefield, I think it's better than Call of Duty in it, but like.
Well, I
the-
agree. I agree. But here's the thing. Battle Royales are what people want right now. Like, Obviously.
I think the battle royale phase is on its way downward. I mean, it's still don't get me wrong.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as big as it was, but obviously, and we haven't gotten a new one for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Whenever Warzone came out now for a couple of years, so.
Maybe it's just on the downward slide for me because I played H1Z1 in PUBG like so long ago.
I mean, I just think that the Battlefield that being $70 and then offering an entire mode that isn't a game for free on Call
Right.
of Duty, I think that
is-
is missing out on a market.
It's expensive, no matter what way you look at
Yeah,
it. I mean,
it is
I wouldn't be
expensive.
surprised if they jump it up another $5 or $10. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, with everything.
Well, that's the standard edition. Now you want to buy like
Yeah.
gun skins or
Yeah.
gun charms or operator skins. Now you're looking at $80-$90 probably.
That's true. This better be a good game.
Yeah.
Better be.
I'm sure it will be, but we got trailers for 2 new updates that are in the works for Fallout 76 in the form of Steel Rain expansion and the new expedition in the form of The Pit. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like Pittsburgh, doesn't it? That's what they call
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, isn't it? Into the
The
Pit.
I don't know.
There was
I
an
should know this
add-on.
as a Steelers fan.
There was an add-on in Fallout
You're
3.
supposed to know all of this stuff.
There's an add-on in Fallout 3 called Into the Pit, and I assume
Okay.
that's what they mean.
So Fallout 76, they fixed it up, didn't they? Because on release it was very disappointing.
Yes, very much so. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun lately, and it's a lot more fun with friends, obviously. But
Yeah.
Next up, we got the announcement that Supergiant's fantastic roguelike Hades is coming to Xbox and also PlayStation on August 13th. That game was widely popular and almost won Game of the Year, so
Nice.
it'd be exciting to play that for Xbox and PlayStation people. Next up, one of Xbox's biggest titles, we got an overview trailer for Halo Infinite. Some details of what the direction the single-player campaign is headed. We also learned that Halo Infinite's first multiplayer season will be free to play. Both the campaign and the multiplayer suite will be coming this holiday season. If you haven't gotten a chance to go and check out that trailer, it looks really dope. So go and check out the new Halo Infinite. You don't like Halo? Whack, dude.
The only reason I got an Xbox was to play Fable. I never touched that game.
I love Halo.
I
Man.
haven't touched that game.
I love it.
Whack. Halo's great.
Diablo 2 Resurrected got a release date. You can look forward to combating the forces of hell over and over again on September 23rd. This is exciting because I really like Diablo 2 and it's getting a remaster, so bring it on September 23rd.
That's one of the games that came with my PlayStation was actually Diablo 3.
Nice.
Also didn't play that.
You're missing out.
I have it on my PlayStation 5 right now. We've been replaying it.
There you go.
The sequel to the surprising hit A Plague Tale was shown off, and we got a release window. You can look forward to playing the teeming masses of rats at some point in 2022.
A Plague Tale
What
actually
is
looks
this
really-
game about?
It's
You're protecting your little brother, is it, right?
I think so. It's like an older sister protecting
Right.
little brother.
Right.
But there's this plague, and it looks like there's magic and stuff, and this
Right.
this Pope character is like, I don't know.
I hear it's amazing. It's
Just the way you read that, I'm just like a Plague Tale, and you're battling rats, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
You're not really battling rats.
Okay.
It's kind of like if you've played Uncharted or like, I feel like you're solving a mystery. I feel like you're more solving.
You can
a
look
Not
forward
like
to
Pickle Rick.
teaming-
Fight
fighting
rats.
rats.
No, you turn into Pickle Rick for a little bit.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, you-
That could be a game on its own.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just that
It's
episode.
just a hack and slash.
I was like, well, you kind of lost me at teeming masses of rats. And that's kind of where I was like,
Well, there's a lot of rats. I mean, it's about a plague. So.
Obviously.
Where am I at? Strategy fans rejoice. Did anybody here ever play Age of Empires as a kid?
Nope.
Yes. Yeah.
I played a game similar to it like way before.
And I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, buddy. Age of Empires series. Age of Empires 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Got a gameplay trailer and once more a release date of October 28th.
Kind of looks really similar to Age of Empires 3, so...
Well, all of them kind of look the same.
Yeah,
but I
right.
love Age of Empires. Do you ever play Age of Mythology?
Yes.
Oh, I loved that game.
That was like Age of Empires 1, but like a...
But
like
with
an offshoot.
mythological characters.
Yeah.
You could put like flying hippos in there, or Zeus, or freaking
Real-time-
Thor.
Real-time strategy
What,
games are some of my favorite.
Mythology are you reading where there's flying hippos?
All of
I
them.
missed some of that.
Literally
Which ones
all
are
of
you
them.
reading that don't have them?
Flying horses, maybe. I've never seen flying hippos anywhere.
Well, now it's a thing.
Blake says hi in the chat.
Hi, Blake. Tie Boy and Thud Nasty.
Let's see what we got here. The Outer Worlds 2 was revealed in arguably the most joyful trailer of the night. No release date was given. I do have the trailer out because it is really fun.
We got
It's awesome.
another trailer.
Another trailer. Outer Worlds 2. Oh wait, I got it.
They can see it really well on the stream, so
Okay.
also.
Oh, nice.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity.
Ruh-roh.
Will this creature be in the game?
Monster World Hunter?
Will this creature be?
Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running.
This is hilarious.
These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. Sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares.
Should be lens flare.
But only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design, finished the story, or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
That was
That
funny.
might have been one of the best trailers ever.
Yeah,
dude.
It's really
That
funny,
was
man.
awesome.
I'm gonna have to buy this game simply because of that trailer.
Oh, the first one's great. I love the first one. So I'd definitely be getting this one.
I like it when people just kind of just do their thing with their marketing, and they're just like, yeah, I mean, we just explain what it is. like there's this water company called Liquid Death or whatever, and it's like murder your thirst is what their catchphrase is. And they're just like, yeah, you know, water has been kind of looked upon like as just kind of like, it's water, and they're like, no, did you know water's responsible for killing thousands of people every day? Like,
You're wrong.
yeah.
That's funny.
So Forza Horizon 5 was revealed by Xbox. It's set in Mexico this time around. You can check out the high octane action for yourself in the trailer. Largely worth it for big fans of Forza.
I actually like
It's
Forza.
like it's like a cult following. People really like it. So
It came with my Xbox 360 back in the day, Forza 3 or 2, and I loved it.
Xbox and Bethesda Showcase closed down with a bang as the new IP Redfall from developer Arcane Studios, who did Dishonored and Prey, was also shown and debuted. So that was the end of the Bethesda. Not the end of the day, though. We moved into Square Enix after that, a franchise that needs no introduction. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy debuted from developer Eidos Montreal. It was a blowout reveal which dominated the majority of Square Enix's showcase and will be available on October 26th. And we got the trailer for that one too.
Guardians.
And this is the last trailer, I promise. I just really liked this trailer too.
A lot of trailers.
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright
Are
is?
those Crocs?
I literally saying the same thing.
Star
Something
Lord.
that's a part of you. Like your name.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork. So we got fined.
They appear to be 6,963 units short.
I know. We really need a plan.
I
Need a hero.
Again.
Again?
Here we go.
Again? Oh, those things look cool.
Well, you know, those are obviously from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Right. You can just throw him. You just throw him.
Keep your pants on.
Although it could be used as a distraction.
It's funny. Can you just play as Star Lord, or do you? Oh, you can play as all of
I think he plays all of them, yeah.
them. Okay. Okay.
You had one job, Will.
I did exactly what?
Tomorrow, no killing teammates. It's literally in your contract. I made no such commitments.
Probably. Is that like Ronan's sister?
The llama. At the end.
Llama.
Llamas are in right now.
Yeah, aren't they? Oh, there's one.
Oh god.
That's funny.
So that should be fun. Square Enix also outlined the future context updates coming to Marvel's Avengers. During E3 2021, War for Wakanda will be the next expansion and will feature a playable Black Panther.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
I knew you perk up at that.
A little bit.
So Square Enix is in charge of all Marvel stuff, basically.
No,
No.
Insomniac does the Spider-Man games, which are arguably like the best Marvel games.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Fair
personally. Square Enix then showed off the upcoming Babylon's Fall at E3, giving us a first look at the gameplay of this mysterious title. There is... this one is a PlayStation exclusive coming to both PS4 and 5, but no word on the release date yet. We've seen gameplays and stuff from Babylon's Fall for a while. It looks big, like very, very larger than life. Looks good. Last thing on day 2 here, Life is Strange series from developer Don't Nod is getting remastered, re-released as a single package, and the next game in the Life is Strange series was shown off. Entitled True Colors, the game features a new protagonist with an entirely new power set. These are very emotional, like story-driven games, essentially where your choices affect outcomes and stuff.
I like those.
Apparently they make you cry, so buckle up if
It's
you're
like
going to play
Horizon Zero Dawn.
And then real quick here, the story of Resident Evil Village will continue. This is today. This is going on right now at E3. The story of Resident Evil will continue in a new expansion. Capcom announced today during its E3 2021 showcase by popular demand. Capcom said development has just started on additional DLC for the game. Unfortunately, Capcom did not provide details about its plans, but promised more later, of course. And a new trailer for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Courtroom chaos and intense investigations collide when two amazing adventures in one collection come to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam on July 29th, 2021. I know people are very excited about a new Great Ace Attorney. So, it's a popular game.
I like it.
Okay.
And that's all I put down for E3 so far. We still have Nintendo tomorrow. So, keep an eye out on our Facebook page for exciting
I'm
announcements
excited
from
for
Nintendo. I'm so excited. I know we've talked about it, but
kinda
since Logan's
disappointed.
here one more time, what do you think? If Nintendo could announce anything, what would you want them to announce?
Oh man.
I've already said last week, Ocarina of Time in the Breath of the Wild engine.
With like an Unreal Engine or something.
That's what I would want.
That'd be so great.
Logan's a Nintendo fanboy.
Could
just
you
like
imagine
I am.
if they did like A Link to the Past
Like
with 3D?
yes.
Oh, baby.
With like Breath of the Wild engine. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. That'd be pretty
That would be
baller.
pretty sweet.
they should take some of those really old ones.
That would be so cool if they
And
took
make-
like old ones, even older
than Ocarina of Time. Like make them into a.
even
And
just
make
like,
it open world though. You know.
Yes.
Like I like what they did with the Link's Awakening. I mean, obviously that was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
And it was still similar in the gameplay, I guess you could say. But like if you open world it for like the Link, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Ethan pops in the chat and he's like, if you play another trailer, we ask the new guy to move his big head.
sorry.
Don't worry, buddy. There's no more trailers today. So.
Same truth, but I didn't even see it.
I wish they had.
Oh, brother.
I wish they could do like a more, because I mean all the new Pokemon games that have come out, like Sword and all that stuff. I like the way it's like open world. You can run around, you can see stuff before you hit it. But I kind of want something like away from the storyline that it already has, if you know what I mean. Like you could just hit all the regions
For what? Sorry.
for Pokemon.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking like a full
A
Earth.
full, yeah,
Okay.
like the full Earth, like yeah.
Yeah, keep dreaming, buddy.
I was gonna say
It
how
took us
big.
40 years to get a 3D open world Pokemon game, and that's finally coming next year.
right.
You
30 years later, we're like, this is what we want. They're like, you don't know what you want.
Nintendo like, we know what you.
We know what you want. You want the same game repackaged for 30 years. That's what you want.
Yeah, and we're like, yes,
No,
daddy.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Because we got kind of like it's cool that we have like a kind of like a Pokemon Red or Blue remake with what is it? Let's Go Eevee, but it's
Yeah.
not like you can battle and do all the cool stuff that you want to. You're just
Right.
catching stuff. So almost something like that where you can start in what is it, Johto, and then go to Kanto, and then go through all the regions.
That would be really dope.
That would be nice.
That would be super dope.
Technically, it wouldn't be that hard to make either.
No.
I mean, they already have the programming for all
You
this.
just glue them all together.
All
Yeah.
you
Thank
need
you.
is some
You
stage
just get
art.
this big abomination of like 5 SD cartridges just glued together. We got it. Here you go.
We got. That's all it takes.
Michael asks questions to the group.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, now that we're done with all the E3
we got
stuff,
through that quicker than I thought we would. So.
we did. I was gonna say, since we're done with all this E3 stuff and video game talk, what are your guys' guesses for what the best-selling, top-grossing video games are of all time? I got the top-selling franchises and the top-selling singular video games.
Okay. Well, franchise.
And if you get any right, Kyle will give you money.
Mario and Duck Hunt.
That is not on here.
Shoot.
But
is Mario.
But I was gonna say, but Mario is the second most selling franchise of all, just franchise.
So what's the first most selling franchise you think?
As
Final
far as
Fantasy?
Final Fantasy's got to be up.
Final Fantasy is the 9th most selling franchise
Okay.
of all time.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Is the Legend of Zelda on there?
Legend of Zelda is not in the top 10, but it was just
Whack 'em out.
it's just outside the top. It's in like the top 15 though for Legend.
Okay. Gosh, hold on, let me think.
I know what the number one selling console ever is.
I should know.
I don't. This is.
That's a good one, man. What could be number one?
So it's
If
called.
you get these right, Kyle gets your money. So Fortnite and League of Legends, which are I love
Don't
League of
count
Legends
because they're games
because
of
they're
service.
they're free to play. Although Fortnite and League of Legends are two of the top most grossing games, I couldn't put them on the list because they're free.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
These are going
Is it
off like sales of the
Call of
game.
Duty. Is
Call
that
of,
franchise
Call
up
of
there?
Duty is the third most selling franchise
In
of all
the
time.
in the chat, we got Mario and Tetris. Tetris in there.
Sorry, I wasn't
Mario
checking
Tetris
this.
was bomb.
So-
Little pills.
So Tetris is contested to be the most sold video game of all time. However, they sucked with their copyright stuff, so there was a ton of companies that came out with their own version. But if you put them all together, Tetris is number one. But there's an actual number one that doesn't break all those rules. So yes, you're right. Tetris is kind of
Take that, Russia. No, I'm just kidding.
Take that, Russia. You guys are gonna kick yourselves when I tell you the top selling.
It's gonna be something easy, I imagine.
Yeah.
Right? I
What
mean,
is it? Just say it. Get out of the way.
Minecraft.
Oh,
by Mojang.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it.
Boo. No.
Coming from Minecraft.
Now that you said the M word, a 5-year-old's about to kick that door. What?
What did you say?
Gears Diamond Sword is OP.
Donkey Kong and Gears of War said no. Donkey Kong and Gears of War are not on there. Mario.
So what's
Mario
left?
Yeah,
So
just give us the top 10.
Oh, the
Okay,
number
okay.
one of. Well, we
no,
gotta,
are you guys done guessing? Fine.
Yeah.
we gotta guess what the number one is at all time.
For franchises, because you already guessed the number one of all time for singular.
Oh,
video.
singular was
'Cause
Tetris or
Minecraft?
Minecraft?
Minecraft and Tetris were a tie for number one.
Okay, so the number one franchise,
I'll say it's a tie for Tetris and Minecraft.
and we said Mario is the number 2 franchise, right?
Yeah. How I don't know how you.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is the second most sold video game of all time. But not franchise. Grand Theft Auto franchise didn't even make it on the top 10.
I can't wait for them to release it on PS6.
It plays on your smart fridge now.
You're smart.
You can play it in your Tesla.
Can you guys believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 is the second most sold video game of all
I
time?
can believe.
I can believe
that.
it.
I can believe that big time.
Guitar Hero? No, get out of here. What is that guess? What is that?
Blake, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding. Guitar Hero was super popular.
Is it like a racing game?
Yeah, what's the genre?
Is it like-
Can you tell us that without giving it away?
Yeah. Open world RPG, I guess.
Open world RPG. Okay.
Most of them being 2D.
Is it? Wait.
2D. Okay.
Is it Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh!
It's
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay.
How? I was gonna give a guess, like, cause
That
there's
was
so
a
much
good one.
Pokemon
That's a
stuff.
I'm like looking around the room.
I
Like,
should have
really?
known that. Dang it. Good guess. Good guess. Nah.
So yeah, as soon as you said 2D, I'm just like, wait a minute, Game Boy.
I immediately thought Game
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, I was like, it's Pokemon.
So really quick, I'll just go Pokemon, Mario, Call of Duty, Wii Sports, Wii Play, and Wii Fit are actually the 4th best franchise because
believe it.
that's a whole franchise on its own. But that's kind of cheating because it
The most
came.
common thing brought back to last up.
Yeah.
So people get sick of it.
It's
Keep
it's
going.
cheating because it came with the Wii, but that's the 4th most. Then you have Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Dungeon Fighter Online, Street Fighter, Final Fantasy, and World of Warcraft. For video games, you have Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, Tetris, Wii Sports, Wii Fit, PUBG, Super Mario Bros, Pokemon Gen 1, Pac-Man, and Mario Kart.
Dang. Okay.
Mario Kart for the Wii, whichever one that
That was a good
Mario
subject. I like that, Mike.
Yeah. You guys got a lot of them. Yeah, Warcraft was on there. Warcraft was
as you fight me, Thai boy.
Fighting Tyler. Resident Evil was not on there. GTA was on there. So you got good guesses in the chat too. Yeah, but Warcraft was the 10th most.
With
so-
all 70 guesses from Blake. Yeah, good guesses.
yeah, good guesses. Well, Zelda was in the top 15.
There you go.
So yeah, you guys got a good amount of them. How did you guys not get Pokemon for the most sold?
Dude.
I kind of feel bad about
Well, you
not
guys
making
did.
that my first guess.
You did get it, but
Kind of feel bad about that not being my first guess.
I was surprised by a lot of them. But yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that Minecraft was the most sold singular game of all time. But
Yeah.
it's been popular since 2012 or earlier than that. When did-
Earlier.
Right.
My uncle got it for my nephew when I used to stay with him in like my sophomore year of high school, I want to say. So
Yeah,
it was like
right.
2008, 2009.
Yeah.
maybe, that it
Right.
first started getting
And
popular.
people are still buying it.
Yeah.
Like today.
I know. My kid's
Oh.
obsessed with it still.
Like it's still.
Pretty sure he's wearing a Minecraft shirt right now.
And why wouldn't you?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So that's all I had. But I just want to see if you guys could guess some of those
That was good. I like that. Good call.
after E3, of course.
But now we got the talking point, right? Did you get a chance to think up some ideas for the
I did. Yeah.
your three favorite movie genres, 3 favorite video game genres, and then
Oh, yeah.
I added my favorite movie in each genre or whatever. So 3 movies, 3 video games is what I did.
I didn't really write any of these down because I was just going to kind of go off how you guys did it because I didn't know exactly how to put it in.
Yeah.
Well, then now you're going first.
Yeah.
All right.
The video game one I made kind of vague, but there's no wrong answer.
Go ahead.
I am all about turn-based video games, and it sucks that they don't really do it anymore. But my favorite turn-based game would probably be Final Fantasy X.
10, not 8, huh?
What? I thought it was 8.
10 was kind of like just so many levels above 7 and 8 as far as
Yeah.
graphics and like being turn-based and how they kind of did everything.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite.
So turn-based games are number 1.
Plus,
for
the
you.
turn-based minigame Blitzball is one of the best minigames ever.
Gotcha. True.
I knew that was coming. Anybody ever seen Interstellar?
Anybody ever seen it?
Saw that coming.
Why does he always talk about Interstellar?
His
That guy
favorite-
watched that movie
That's
probably
his
more
favorite
than,
movie.
I mean, probably all of Oklahoma. So
That's funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
That robot is stupid. I'm kidding. I love that robot. He's gonna attack me now.
What you got, Mike?
I got for number 1 for video game genres RPGs. I think that's pretty basic.
Right.
So on
Mine falls in that category too, I feel like.
Well-
Most of my turn-based games are going to be RPGs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Did you have a favorite RPG?
Oh, favorite. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to.
You don't have to.
Well,
but
mine would be Witcher 3,
Witcher 3?
probably.
Might as well get it out of the way then. Mine is also open world RPG.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Fallout 3, without a doubt. That's my favorite
Fallout.
open world RPG.
Oh, that's a good one.
I as well. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, baby.
You can't go wrong with that.
Love that game.
Give us Mexico.
Oh,
Give us
Dude.
Mexico.
Any
Give us
DLC at
Mexico.
all.
Yeah.
Like,
Any DLC
we didn't
at
get
all.
any add-ons for it.
oh
That was
shoot.
weird.
I forgot to say, Red Dead Redemption 2 was in the honorable mentions right outside the top 10.
Oh.
Nah.
Same with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Diablo 3, Zelda, Terraria, Skyrim, Witcher 3. Sorry. Anyway, go on. Go on. Go on.
It's Tanner's turn.
So we're still in video games then?
You can go in between if you
I was
want.
like, well, I
don't
mean, I
care
just-
I don't care what order you do.
I don't play any other games really, so I'm trying to think of.
How dare you?
What would like the Devil May Cry? What would that fall under? That's not an open world RPG, is it?
I'd say hack and slash, right?
Yeah,
Hack and slash?
hack and
Okay.
slash.
Well then, okay.
Isn't
actually,
that level based or is it not?
It's not level based.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I mean you can like level up your weapon.
Well, no, I mean like different levels, like level 1, level 2. They don't call it levels, but
We go through,
areas. More or
areas.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sandbox areas.
yeah,
Kind of like God of War, right?
Yeah.
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 Kind of
So,
the same
okay.
genre. Like
So
a
it's
hack
not,
and
so
slash.
I was- yeah, if I
but
was
it's
gonna
not
say-
an open world
but-
RPG. It's
right.
I said that, and then
Linear.
as soon as you
Linear.
said hack and slash, now I'm like, that's not even my favorite hack and slash game, so I'm gonna go with Champions of Norath for that
Ooh,
one.
good pull.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that game in a long
I
time.
don't even know what that is.
Champions of Norath and Baldur's Gate were my two hack and slash games that I used to play a lot.
Ethan's got Red Dead Redemption 1, Mass Effect, or Dragon Age for his RPGs.
Those are all.
That's
That
the
boy.
poor man's Witcher right there.
You mean the poor man's Witcher?
Mass Effect was super good. Though.
Mass Effect's amazing. Fun fact, Ethan, I don't know if you know this, but they just released the remastered trilogy edition on PlayStation 4 and 5. So
What?
if you haven't, of Mass Effect,
Oh, okay.
the first three all remastered.
I thought you were gonna say
So-
Dragon Age, and I was gonna be like, wow, why didn't I know about this?
Wow. So my first one was RPG. Second aspect was I did my list different. I did open world,
Right.
which we'll skip. But then third one was quest based and story driven
Right, right.
because I love a story driven, and obviously my Witcher 3 would also be this. But another
Fair
one,
enough.
another one would just be all the Zelda games. I feel like
Okay.
it was story driven and quest driven and stuff.
I agree. I agree.
Especially after a time where you had to like,
Yeah.
get your 3 stones, and then you're an adult,
Yeah.
and then you can go back
I
finally
thought-
towards the end. And
At first, I thought you beat the game when you got the 3 first stones. I was like, yeah, I beat the game. And then they're like, nope, you just got started.
Me too, and I remember my dad patting me in the back and be like, "Oh
You
no, no."
That was like the tutorial. but I got the 3 stones.
I'm also going to say narrative, story-driven games, and my favorite would either be The First Last of Us or probably Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Oh.
One of those two games are my favorite stories ever.
Yeah.
So both made me cry. So
I'm 100%. Oh, he's going to.
remember, if you buy a video game because of the podcast, you have to subscribe to the podcast. So it's the rules.
And you have to let
It's
us
a
borrow the
rule
video.
I guess category would be racing and Mario
Okay.
Kart Double Dash for the GameCube.
Yep. Yep.
My man.
My man. Why didn't I put racing on here? Dang it.
I'm not gonna
I
lie, you
didn't
know,
put racing on.
I kind of lied to you guys because I did not just only play RPGs because I used to actually play what was the Fast and Furious almost like game that Need for Speed
Need for
Underground.
Speed.
Need for
I used,
Speed.
I used to get down on that, dude.
Okay.
That and I think it was Gran
Torino? No.
Turismo. Right.
Never mind.
Get off my lawn!
It's like Gran Turismo 4 or something. It was like my dad's roommate's game. And he would like go to work and I would be like, all right, I'm gonna go play this racing game. Nice. I got real good at it until I saved over his stuff and I wasn't allowed to play it anymore.
Sounds like you.
I like it.
So, my next one is real-time strategy games, like we were talking about.
Yep.
Age of Empires, there's
amazing. I
Age of
love-
Mythology.
I love
What
real-time.
are some other really good ones? I can't. Well,
There's
Code
one-
Red.
Code Red,
Remember Code Red?
Command and Conquer,
Command and
Red,
Conquer.
Red Alert.
So you like PC stuff? Did you ever play Battle for Middle Earth?
Yes,
Oh.
I still have it. I have 1 and 2, and they never came out with a 3, but I want them to. That is that's actually one of the best real-time strategies of all time.
Seriously, like as far as strategy goes, the game is the bomb.
Because, when you have a real-time strategy and you create one troop, like I'm going to create a clubman, you get one clubman. In Battle for Middle Earth, you get a battalion of clubmen. And the graphics were
There's a game like that my dad got me for PC a while ago. It was called 1602 AD. And you like just start on a ship with like some wood and some supplies and some people, and you like go to an island, you colonize it, and then it ends up to where basically once you start like kind of going up in the world and learning some more stuff, and you mine things and you get steel, then everyone tries to come and kill you.
Right.
It becomes one of those kind of games. After
What you're
that.
describing is Age of Empires.
Yeah, this one is just. I feel like it's way more of a longer beginning.
More
to
like
it
a high
because-
fantasy kind of.
Well, because I spent so much time building my villages, and they're just like, "Hey, dude, you haven't mined any ore yet." And I'm just like, "All right, well, I just give up on this game."
just gave up.
I picked the wrong island. I had no resources.
No resources.
Blake in the chat says Bioshock. Dude,
Bioshock, yes.
if I could forget Bioshock just to go back and play Bioshock again, I wouldn't a second. Because there's a twist at the end of that game that's unbelievable. And I won't spoil it because everybody should deserve to see it.
Bioshock's so good.
unfiltered or whatever. But man, what a
RuneScape.
game!
Yeah, RuneScape's an open world RPG, so we went kind of RuneScape is.
My next one, I'm gonna put fighting game, and I'm gonna put Mortal Kombat 9.
Oh,
When
yeah.
they rebooted Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
I love that game, dude. 10 and 11 were amazing. Don't get me wrong, but 9 was
Where they like redid everything.
yeah,
kinda?
yep,
Yeah,
and
it-
9 was special.
9 was very special.
Didn't count on either. I had to explain that since RuneScape's free to play, it doesn't count on the list I made because mine was on sales of the game.
Dude, I have friends.
I think now they're
that
saying
still play.
Yeah, they're saying.
their
But
favorite games now. I think
oh,
is
are
what
they
they're
just saying their favorite games?
I think so.
Yeah, RuneScape. Wouldn't you say RuneScape is a story-driven open world RPG? Or what?
It is, but it's also super grindy.
It's super grindy.
Super grindy.
That's how I got my start into like the Final Fantasy games. Is like my stepdad.
Yeah, I think that's.
My stepdad would let me just run in areas and like level up all of his guys, and then come back and then just destroy
It
everything.
was RuneScape. It was RuneScape, and it was Fallout 1 that I played on PC.
Yes.
That started me off onto my RPG adventure.
Best way
I-
to waste time in middle school, RuneScape.
Or Adventure
RuneScape.
Quest. We were talking about that last week.
Adventure Quest,
too.
yeah. Because we said which ones do we want remakes of, and I'm like, I want a remake of Adventure Quest, modern. Wait, who's up?
Is that 3 or movies
No.
now? I think right.
No, because I don't think you went.
I said Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you said Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay. I'm gonna throw a twist at you guys. I'm gonna say arcade game, first-person shooter, which that would be
Yeah.
the person, and you can have a buddy with you, and that is
Oh.
just through my own childhood memory here of Gigglebees and going to the Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
exactly.
I knew it was coming.
I love that.
I remember that
That
one.
would
You
be
could,
amazing.
if for the low price of $14,000, you could get one delivered to your house.
For the
Dude,
no,
could you
no,
imagine like today though, like with the Oculus Quest
Oh,
and like
yeah.
a gun, dude, and then you just sit in your chair
I
and
just
like,
love shooting dinosaurs.
oh, that'd be so
probably
dope.
poop myself right there on your
Who
couch.
was? It must have been me and maybe me and Jesse or me and my cousin Aubrey went to Dave & Buster's in Omaha, and they had the VR thing that you put on for Jurassic World, and you sit on this pad that like rocks back and forth and forward and up and down.
Yeah.
And essentially, like you hit this thing, and the mosasaur like rips through the track,
Yes.
and like you're coming down, and it's like shaking, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna die!" Oh, it's rough. And then like you hit the end of the track, and the mosasaur comes up to like eat you, and then the helicopter grabs you at the last minute, and it is terrifying, but it was dope.
Oh, that's great.
Ugh.
Oh, I love it.
Really, really awesome.
What is your list done?
Yeah,
I think
everything
for
else,
How-
movies, right?
Well,
as far as I know, we're on a movie.
well, none of you said. Well, you said first-person shooter.
Well, you said 3.
third. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but none of you put King of the Hill, MOBAs.
This is why we don't let him pick topics.
You didn't have to put 3. I just said like around.
You just said your top 3 favorites.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
but
those
King-
are my 3
But
favorites.
King of the Hill is a huge one now. But obviously, yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we just talked about.
I guess like battle royales. You're talking.
I don't. It's not in my top 3 though. Like Battle
I
Royale.
love me some Apex Legends. Don't get me wrong. And it's
Never ever played one.
and it's free, you know, for anybody that might want to, play with me.
Remember what was it? Star Wars Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
You start off with 200 guys on either side. Or
I love that
whatever.
first
I,
Battlefront.
I love the first one. You throw a grenade at somebody and they actually like go flying
Yeah.
into the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Battlefront, and then Battlefront 3 came out, and we were all like, "Oh, EA Sports, you messed up."
Oh, EA Sports.
They're like, "Would you like to shoot a laser? That'll cost $2.99 for 3 lasers."
That was also one of the weirdest. I think it was one of the Lord of the Rings games that EA did, and I just remember like seeing the EA logo, and I went, "What?"
Yeah. No,
So
yeah,
fun.
because it's like Saruman and Gandalf up against each other, and then the mouth of Sauron fights.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're trying to do a Battlefront kind of thing, and I'm like, you guys stop,
Stop.
knock it off.
Oh, brother. All right, Tanner, what's your first movie?
Genre. Well, I mean, obviously, we're all gonna kind of say, "Well, I'm gonna go fantasy."
Well, right.
And it's gonna be Lord of the Rings.
So I was gonna say,
Thanks for letting me go first. So,
but I mean, we could say that it's the trilogy, but what would you say movie wise and or say book wise? You have
Two Towers for movie, Return of the King for book. If I'm talking,
I have Return of the King for both.
really.
Yeah, Return of the King is just my favorite. But I know that's like the climax of all the action, so obviously, and
Yeah, if you can differentiate that and whatever, then yeah. I mean, it's probably one of the best ones, but
yeah, and it is unfair because like the Fellowship of the Ring is a lot of build up and explaining, but still super good.
I mean, if Helm's Deep was the last battle of the series, then would that be your favorite?
Yeah, would be.
As long as we're on the same page.
All right.
Action and also Lord of the Rings. Well,
Also Lord of the
actually, I'll say
You
Gladiator.
could
Gladiator's
throw it
actually.
into fantasy, sci-fi, action, adventure. You could throw it in all those
Well,
categories.
okay, so I'll say action and adventure, and I'll actually put Gladiator because that is one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all time.
I put gangster flicks. My number one, without a doubt, is The Departed.
Oh, great movie.
Without
I thought
a
you were
doubt.
gonna say Scarface for a second. I was like, man,
It's
you're going to
close.
old Kyle mode right
It's
now.
teeter totter because Scarface is like real close, but The Departed, dude, so good, dude.
Mine's
So good.
really a tie between Get Rich or Die Trying and New Jack City.
Are we gonna do a gangster flick? Like,
The next
bracket?
tournament,
The
dude.
next tournament, Gangster Flicks, we did talk about that, dude.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm so down.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny.
I don't know. I guess this would be mystery and or suspense thriller or drama. I don't even know. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
One of the best movies of all time.
oh, absolutely.
Absolutely one of the best
Thriller.
movies.
I don't
of
know
all
what
time.
you would. Yeah, what would you put that on?
Oh, I would say the genre is called Stephen King.
Stephen King, that's a genre.
He gets his own genre.
He gets his own genre because he's the man.
Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction would just be action and shooter movie.
Heist.
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 Oh yeah.
No, wait.
Well,
Yeah? No, I'm
well,
sorry. I'm thinking Reservoir Dogs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoops.
Reservoir Dogs.
We're gonna speed.
Although heist ones are very popular.
We're gonna finish this talking point, and then we're all just gonna speed run our favorite Nicolas Cage movie at the end.
Oh really?
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ghost Rider.
What you got?
National Treasure, let's go. Come on.
Actually, that would be
I
my
guess we're just doing it now. Con Air.
Yes.
Con Air for sure.
Got it. Mine's National
Did
Treasure.
Blake give you the idea when he said face off or what?
Yeah, I saw Face Off, and I was like, "What's your favorite Nick Cage movie?"
Face Off is good too.
Face Off.
Gone in 66. Dude, I don't know. Nicolas Cage is cool. I like Nicolas Cage. He's awesome.
You too.
Yeah.
The what is it? The Wicker Man. Do you ever
The
see
Wicker
that one?
Man,
Not
yeah.
the bees. Not the bees.
So, did you know that was a remake?
Is it?
Yeah, and guess who was in the original? Sir Christopher Lee.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
What?
When he was younger.
That dude has lived a life.
He's lived a
I
life.
read like
lives,
a
yeah.
fun fact thing about him and the things that he's done. I was like, Jesus.
He
dude.
beat all the side quests and the main quests.
Well, he was also like what James Bond was like made after, like some stuff that he did when he worked for like the British government. So I was like, Jesus, okay.
That guy's cool.
Insane.
All right, what you got, Tanner?
Let's go like fighting movies, and then I'm gonna go Never Back Down.
Never back down.
Never back down.
I was waiting for
The
that.
first one's
I was
fine.
waiting for that eye roll.
The first one's fine. It's like I can't believe it's your favorite fighting movie though. Like out of all the fighting movies,
Yeah, dude.
there's so many.
That
good
movie is what made me go to Next. I went the day after I saw that movie. I went to Next Edge and started training.
Ah, fair
Like
enough.
Okay.
that movie got me into fighting.
My second favorite genre will be.
I'm just glad you didn't say Mortal Kombat
Mortal-
Annihilation. My head would have exploded.
My second
honorable
favorite
mention.
would be drama, and I didn't come up with one for this. Maybe like One Tree Hill or something, or is a TV show, but drama. Yeah, drama's. You know, I'm a drama-filled guy. Not really, but I like.
Fair enough.
There, you need drama in every show.
I agree.
Yep.
I threw comedy down, obviously, because I
Obviously.
love me a good comedy movie. My absolute favorite comedy, without a doubt, is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, good.
Without a doubt, it's
Yeah,
my favorite
That
comedy.
one's funny. You
Like-
had me watch it.
I can't even think of one that would even give it a.
I'm inviting this girl over to watch a movie, and he's like, "Have you either of you seen Tucker and Dale vs. Evil?" I was like, "Hey, have you seen it?" And she goes, "No." So he's like, "Oh, I'm so excited to watch this with you guys." I was like, "All right, this is our
just
first,
wanted
this
to
is our
watch
first
it.
date now."
I just wanted to watch it.
It was good though. I liked it.
And the girl never came back.
She did it.
She didn't?
She did.
She sure didn't.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Where are we at?
I'd say sci-fi for top 3 favorite genres. And I don't know. This might be cliche, but I think The Matrix is just
Oh, yeah.
it's art.
Absolutely.
That movie is art.
Aren't they coming out with a new one?
Yes.
Yes.
And John Wick is going to come out at the same time. So, like, it's going to be great. So you get to just watch it and then go
I
to
think my favorite
whatever.
sci-fi movie though was The Time Machine with is it Guy Pearce?
I've seen that one. Yeah.
I
Time
don't-
Machine.
Well, that's a remake too, though.
It's a remake of the H.G. Wells book. Yeah.
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 Well, no.
Well, there's 2 of them. There was the old one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
The
I
old
haven't
one.
seen the old one. The new
No,
one
I've
was
seen the old one. It's so
great.
bad. It's cheesy.
Except nightmares of the new one.
The new one did give me nightmares as a kid.
Yeah, same.
Like all the time.
Those freaking orc-looking things that jump like 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, I was
Terrifying.
Like, that's it's terrifying. Oh wait.
Number 3, Tanner.
Well, he kind of took mine, but
That's okay. It doesn't have to be the same movie either.
I don't know how to throw this under, but like lawyer movies. There's like
Yeah.
Right,
There's a
criminal
genre.
justice.
There's a genre. for
crime
that.
justice. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So and I would be between A Few Good Men
I was gonna say A Few Good Men.
and
Yeah.
and what's the other one? I
That's
said
a good
The Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, that's
Both
a
of
really
those
good
are-
movie too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old McConaughey.
Little McConaughey.
I was between sports and comedy. I'll do sports and I'll do Remember the Titans. The obvious one.
Oh,
Sports.
so you're biased. Come up in.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be on for that episode.
You guys were gonna have Philly on for that one.
We were gonna say that.
That's true.
And the worst part is
probably
this,
still will, but
he said, when's Remember the Titans on? I'm like, we're just going to let him be on that. After he said that. Know where his vote's going already.
Well, we did that with the Disney one too. Where
Yeah, we
like,
did.
you're an
Let people come on
Aristocats
for their
expert.
favorite
Aristocats
movies.
expert.
well, then it's against something that's not gonna win.
But what's it against second?
Yeah, it's like-
The Natural is what it's against. I'm like, have you ever even seen The Natural?
No.
I haven't.
I don't think so.
This movie just blows us all out of the water.
Yeah,
Becomes our favorite movie of all time
the
for all
Natural.
three of us.
The Natural wins the whole thing, right?
So my last one was like science fiction as well. It's real hard for me to pick a favorite science fiction movie though. Obviously, I'd say like maybe Empire Strikes Back.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, the best Star Wars movie. I mean, it's science fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess.
My nerdiness has boundaries, bro.
Yeah. Right.
I did lose my virginity before I was 18. Let's be real here.
I guess for me, I don't know
The good, the
if you
bad.
could call this. I guess it's nonfiction.
Yes, I have. Seen.
But I'm sure the writing, obviously, like no one was there during this time. But Kingdom of Heaven.
We just talked about that right before the podcast.
Orlando
Yes.
Bloom.
That is one of the
Oh.
best standalone movies, and they never made a second. Well, you can't really make a second.
No.
Hold on. They've been fighting over Jerusalem for thousands of years. How do you not have
They're
sequels?
doing it right now. They're doing
They're
it
doing it
right
right
now.
now.
Right now.
They're doing it right now.
We have sequels for thousands of years.
Yeah.
No, Kingdom of Heaven was such a good.
It was
What a movie!
And also the soundtrack. Oh
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why
Good
don't
pull.
they need to use that soundtrack for other stuff? Because that's
Also, every movie that chick is in, the one that's with him, I
Eva
end up,
Green?
I end up loving whatever movie she's in, like no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
Eva Green's the bomb.
We could.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're just gonna have an episode where we like pick a genre and then just go through all our favorite movies in that genre. Because like Dragonheart,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's a good one.
or what's
Just-
the
just-
one?
just
Rain
that
of,
one.
Rain of Fire, dude,
Yeah.
with
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Strictly Dragons.
Oh,
Dragon
Oh man, dude, yeah, dude, that was my first
Sadly.
Matthew McConaughey movie I ever saw, and watching him kick Christian Bale's ass was awesome.
Dude. Gerard Butler's in that movie too, by the way. Gets smoked.
Yeah.
Smoked. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Doesn't make it through.
Doesn't make it. Sucks that the best dragon books ever just had a terrible movie.
Aragon.
Oh yeah,
Breaks my heart.
yeah.
They're gonna remake it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
They
Artemis
did.
Fowl was trash too. I felt.
I didn't watch Artemis Fowl, but I didn't hear good things.
I
about
started it and I was like, this is not what I remember.
it.
No,
Right.
This is not whatever.
It's making movies from. I don't know.
but they did get Lemony Snicket right. I think. You know,
Yeah.
I
you
never
know
watched
what
the
I mean?
third season. I gotta get into that third
I haven't
season.
either. But I feel like they stepped their game up. You know, I mean, not that the movie was terrible. They just I don't know. Whatever.
Right,
It is
right.
what it is.
All right, guys. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. We got through it.
All right. You guys want to talk about these movies real quick, and then because I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm really torn between these two movies as much as some.
I was actually a little bit. I was a little bit.
After rewatching Cool Runnings, I was like, man, it's a really good movie. But then thinking about it, I'm just like,
So I didn't really give Logan time to
to watch
prep.
the movies, yeah.
So we're not gonna count his vote.
Okay.
But you still get one.
You get an honorable
You
mention.
get a
though.
vote. You get a vote. It's just not going to go towards which one wins. Just because I should have given you a heads up like
Okay.
a week ago between these movies, but I forgot.
Have you seen them both by chance?
Yeah. All I noticed is that there's Cool Runnings. What's the other one?
Any given Sunday.
And you,
That's what I mean. It's like as much as I love.
you know where I'm going with it?
I'll do the Cool
One
Runnings.
inch at a time, man. That movie's the
I'll do the
bomb.
Cool Runnings like synopsis real quick. So you got like these dudes that are trying to be Olympic sprinters for Jamaica, and they all basically fall down in the race, and they have to find another way to get into the Olympics because it's their dream. They'll find what is his name? It's Uncle Buck. I just can't think of his name.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
John
John
Candy?
Candy.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yep. He ends up kind of coaching them into being bobsledders, ensuing montage of them getting slowly better and better and crashing a little golf cart on a hill. Yeah, then they go to Canada and realize that they're the only black people in Canada. And they're getting made fun of and like joked with the entire time. And yeah, they end up being decent and kind of having a really good run on the last run to like
Till the
metal.
bolt
Till the bolt
out.
comes off their thing and they crash
Crash.
and whatnot.
But when they pick up the bobsled and like carry it
And
to the
carry it
finish
through.
line, that was dope.
That
That
was
was
dope.
dope.
There's some
And their
dope
little
scenes in the
chant
movie.
that they do right before
Everybody-
they kick off.
I hate it. I cringed, like visibly cringed.
you?
Like when the bad guy from the movie was like
Dude,
starts the slow clap. I'm like, oh, come on.
He was the worst too.
well,
just-
we'll get to it in the villain
I
portion of
hate
this,
that
but
trope, dude.
But I
Ugh.
hate the Disney villains back then were so cheesy. I was like, yeah, of course there's a guy making fun of him the whole time who's like, yeah.
Who starts
This,
the slow clap
this
at the
movie,
end.
this movie also probably could have been. You know how I was saying like Disney original movies where it was like live action ones with like The Luck of the Irish and Double Team where the twin sisters play basketball. All those movies, this probably could have went into that tournament as well.
Yeah.
Don't Look Under the Bed. The movie that terrified me as a kid.
All right, and then Any Given Sunday is obviously about a pro football team, the Miami Sharks, who lose their quarterback. Their second string comes in. They lose their second string. Their third string comes in. Willie Beeman.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. He's not so good to begin with. Gets progressively better every time he throws up on the court. It's his tradition. Gets real famous. Gets real jerky. All his team kind of lets him get the business. They're like, well, you're going to learn today.
He said, man, we'd be winning if the defense helped us, and then the linebacker saws his car in half.
But anyway,
crappy music video too.
Al
but-
Pacino's the coach, I should mention, in this movie.
Yeah. Best
They
speech of all
bench
time.
they bench Willie Beeman again for what's his name, Cap something,
what's
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, just Dennis.
Dennis Quaid's, you know,
Dennis Quaid.
also in The Rookie, but we'll talk about that later.
But he gets hurt, and I mean you can see that he's hurt at the end of the final game. He gets like scissored.
Yeah.
Someone lost an eye.
I saw that.
Someone
Yeah.
lost an eye, dude. I'm like, what is
Actually,
this
I remember
game?
that's
What
one of
is
the
this
few
game?
times in all the movies we've ever watched that I've seen you go and look away from the TV. I was like, did Kyle just look away from the TV?
Well, no, it wasn't gross. It didn't like gross me out. I was like, how does it even happen? Like,
Ask Michael Bisping. Just kidding. His was different.
weird. It's like his whole eye. I mean, you think it'd be smushed at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would
I
happen.
don't think that would happen either.
I don't think that would
I
happen.
so.
Yeah, it's pretty lodged in there.
Also,
Yeah.
eyes are like way bigger than that, aren't they?
Oh, hell.
'Cause
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've seen thousands of MMA fights and boxing matches. Never has anybody even
Lost an
gotten
eyeball.
close to losing an eye.
And then like to the point where you can pick it up and drop it in an ice bag just fine. Like, you know, there's little sacks of water.
Yeah.
Hollywood effect.
Hollywood, yeah.
Hollywood.
They win their first playoff game. Willie Beeman learns a lot about being a quarterback just from watching Dennis Quaid for one round. It looks like he's really been humbled. It's cool. Al Pacino retires after they lose the playoffs or whatever to San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pantheon was the game they were in. I forgot what.
Yeah. Well, they played
in the Pantheon Cup or something.
something like
The
that.
Pantheon Cup is that league's version of Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's like their Super Bowl.
It is what it is. But he I lost my place. He retires. He moves over to somewhere else, though, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's where he goes. Because
New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah. Because Al Pacino's like, yeah, I'd just like to say, you know, I'm going to step away and blah, but just so everybody knows, I just signed a contract with New Mexico and I just signed Willie Beeman as my quarterback.
Yeah.
Mic drop, and everybody's like,
Everyone's like,
motherfucker.
this
at the
mother?
press conference, yeah.
Especially the villain of this movie, Cameron Diaz.
What was it?
Oh, yeah, she's the owner. I feel
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh, Albuquerque Aztecs. That was it. Yeah, okay, got it. But
All right, so let's go through these real quick. Coach versus coach. John Candy, Al Pacino. I give it to John Candy.
excuse me? Really?
I'd
he's
rather be
more-
coached by John Candy.
He's more supportive and
Oh, okay.
Friendly,
I
I
get
mean-
where you're coming from.
and Al Pacino's like 75 years
I would,
old.
I would
and
work hard
I just feel
for
like-
John Candy.
Okay, I get
The
where-
amount of like inspirational speeches that we got from Al Pacino in this movie,
I-
there's like 4 of them.
I agree.
So I'm going with the. Yeah, I was going with the.
I'm going with
speech route.
Pacino, yeah.
But now I get where you're coming from. He was way more supportive, nicer.
He was just a better coach.
Supported him nicer after they begged him to do it for like the first
That's
part of
true.
the movie.
But I will say he stormed into that one board meeting and he like was like
Fought for him. And he's like,
Fought-
yeah, I cheated.
he's
but
like get rid of me, but don't get
take
rid.
it out on the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like disqualify me, but
Yeah, we forgot that part. He's a cheater, so don't want him to be my coach.
I never lied about it, not once.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
he probably lied about it when he was doing it. I mean, that
Well, I also like that part in Any Given Sunday where Pacino fires his like the doctor of the team.
Yeah, that's
because he
true.
finds out that like
James
these people
Woods.
have been injured for a long time, and he's just like dosing them up just to keep them on the field.
Right.
And people are getting
James
screwed.
Woods.
Yeah.
I just gotta go with Pacino for the speeches. Honestly.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I think, but I get where you're coming from.
I hear you. Next up, the score. I think Any Given Sunday, the
Sunday
soundtrack
just
in
killed
Any
it.
Given is amazing.
Yeah.
When Willie Beeman starts going off and DMX comes on,
But I will say that
Sunday for sure.
what's the song at the end of Cool Runnings?
it's in the credits too. It's something bobsled team.
Bob said,
Jamaica have a bobsled team.
Love it.
I love it.
Main character enjoyment / growth. Willie Beeman versus
The whole team,
the
basically.
whole team on Cool Runnings.
I like the development of that one guy in Cool Runnings who was like the bully and then the bald guy.
That's true. That
And
guy.
he had really good development.
I'd say him and Willie Beeman honestly had
Yeah.
a lot of similar growth.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of being arrogant.
This is actually I might actually give this one to Cool Runnings. I think.
I am too. Willie Beeman's way too much of an asshole after he gets good.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
like-
he was-
As much as we see personal like
yeah.
and then
development, he's
even the little dorky rich kid in Cool Runnings that like
Yeah.
gets confidence.
And then
He's
he
just going,
tells his
"Pride,
dad. He tells his dad.
power,"
off.
stands up to his dad.
That elevator door is closed, and I thought his dad was going to punch him in the face. Didn't happen.
Pushes his dad down an empty elevator shaft. Were we watching different movies?
What? Yeah, what? You watched the remake?
Did I say that out loud? Motivation. How are the characters' motivations? Again,
I think Cool Runnings.
Cool
is the
Runnings
other
is-
one, yeah.
Yeah.
way more
Dad
way
got a
better
gold
motivation.
medal. Like everybody just wants to be. They don't.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're not even saying anything about winning the Olympics. They're just like, I just want to go.
Represent
Yeah.
my country.
I just want to represent my country. Yeah. So
Whereas, I mean, it's stated in the movie that LL Cool J is like, man, I need this many touchdowns for my bonus.
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't give me
which-
the ball. I don't get my touchdowns. I don't get my bonus. Well, we're winning without giving you the ball, so you're a dick.
So you're a
Right.
dick. You're a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say definitely Cool Runnings.
And then motivating. Which one motivates you more?
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Have you heard those speeches?
Dude.
It's the speeches and the soundtrack.
speeches.
DMX will motivate you
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
every time.
Every
Well, also,
every time.
the best part of that whole movie is where the white dude's dancing in the showers and all the black dudes like, you can't dance, and he goes and gets his alligator and throws it in the shower.
I thought I laughed at that part, but I also was like, "What's the point of this scene?" But
Well,
I
he
was
turns
like-
out to like rock music and just starts like jamming out, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
That alligator was hilarious. I'm like, "What's going on?"
Right.
Authenticity of the sport.
Um,
There was an eyeball in the end zone, unhurt.
that is true.
But I like how they kind of go into like the pain of the players with like the doctor and how like there's so many injuries and
But
it's a football movie.
I was a little
Cool Runnings. There's no way these dudes qualified for the Olympics in 3 months. I'm sorry.
no. That part had to be fake.
Do you think The Rock watched Any Given Sunday and created Ballers? Because I feel like there's so much.
Dude, you're
Now
not
that
wrong.
we're talking about it, like
Yeah.
Because that was a really long movie. He's like, man, I bet I could do some seasons of this.
yeah, because it's almost like the same. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I felt like
Yeah.
I put that in there.
Yeah, no, I agree. No.
Great show.
I'm gonna say that Cool Runnings was a little bit more authentic.
I agree.
Well, here's the thing.
Authentic to the sport?
Well, it's bobsledding. I mean,
It's bobsledding.
it's not real sport. No, I'm kidding.
There's a lot less. There's a lot less
Okay, so here's the
details that have to go into it
So-
to mess up.
I love Any Given Sunday, but I was a little bit fake. They made a whole entire fake league for it that was like under the NFL or something. I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Obviously, they can't make the real league. It's copyrighted by the NFL.
But other movies have gotten copyright laws. Why didn't this movie just failed to get any copyright?
But it
stuff?
would almost be like let's say, because it's take place in Miami, let's say that these guys were doing a whole movie about the Dolphins. That's when you can't really get the copyright.
Yeah.
So they had to make up their own league.
But like, what about that one show with The Rock?
Ballers.
Is it Ballers with the daughter and the one with the one where he
Wait.
Pretty-
Game plan, right?
Game Plan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got like NFL rights, but they made it all up. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe or was that a fake team? Maybe it was a fake team. Anyway, There was a little bit fake about Any Given Sunday to me, but I did. Yeah, I don't know.
I just can't see anything fake about Any Given Sunday. I mean, obviously the eyeball, but still. Other than that.
Well, no, I just thought the whole league thing was. But I agree with you. They can't use the NFL. Like,
And also that one time when he threw the ball, and then 14 seconds after he threw the ball, the dude tackled him and like threw him on the ground.
Oh, yeah,
I
what was
like,
the
take
ref-
that, boy?
what was the ref doing?
And I was like, what? That's not how that works.
Right.
That's a tough one though because
I just think Cool Runnings is more accurate just because it has less variables to mess up.
yeah.
Like you slide down a hill.
I mean, there was some cheesy stuff in the training in Cool
Right.
Runnings where I'm like, this is cheesy. This is not how they would be training for bobsledding. So,
Yeah.
so maybe I'll do a tie for that one. I don't know.
Number 7, do the heroes win? Technically, yes, in Any Given Sunday, and no in Cool Runnings.
Definitely no. Didn't medal or place. Last
No,
place, yeah.
they definitely lost, but technically, Any Given Sunday, the Sharks lose the
Yeah.
playoffs, but they do win the game at the end. So I would say yes.
I will say though, didn't Jamaica get 14th out of 56 teams? That's pretty good.
Something like that.
Is that considered winning for a team that is Jamaica?
I'd say like
I mean, for like 4 dudes who had never seen like an ice rink in their entire
Yeah.
life.
Maybe that is winning. I don't know.
Any
quotability.
given Sunday.
Any given
Easy.
Sunday.
Easy.
Just too many speeches, dude.
There's too many.
Anti-coach, the villain.
Any given. Okay, so here I
It's
thought
tricky.
I thought Cool Runnings villain was cheesy. Like nobody
Yeah,
exists.
he,
like
was just a dick, but it's just his accent made him seem too funny to be a dick. Because it's like, what was it? Swiss?
yeah,
No,
or
it's-
German.
They were German.
It was German? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I will say these Disney villains of the older Disney movies, they're so unbelievable. I'm like, nobody like that actually existed in the real story. Like,
Right.
come on.
And Cameron Diaz is just so heartless and just cold in this movie. So
At the most, people were talking behind their backs like, this is weird that Jamaica's here. That's the worst villain.
Yeah, well, the German dude's like leaning up against his bobsled smoking a cigarette. He's like, they let you guys in here? And I'm just like, oh, that was fucking rude.
That was rude.
Yeah.
And you for sure never existed in real life.
No, of course not.
I'll go Any Given Sunday probably wins this one.
I don't even, this one's kind of hard. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's not really a huge
it's not like we
villain.
have like an
Yeah.
actual straight up villain. I mean,
LL Cool J.
as much as Cameron Diaz sucks, she's still the owner of the team.
Right.
And she's trying to like kill him.
Yeah, I
In
don't
her
know
own
who
way.
the anti-coach is. Yeah.
So rewatchability, I say Cool Runnings because that movie is funny, it's enjoyable, it's nice and short, and we talked about this last night. Any Given Sunday is 3 hours
so freaking
long,
long, dude.
dude.
Is it
really?
Yeah, dude.
No, so I got home from work right at about 10. He was just getting into it, and when we looked up and like, dude, it's
1
almost
a.m.
1.
1 a.m. we
Yeah.
finished that movie, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
So long.
Yeah.
Sometimes the movie being longer makes it more rewatchable, though. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I would be more apt to
This
rewatch.
only applies to the extended editions of the.
Yeah.
That's all it applies.
Extended Lord of the Rings.
Everything else that you say is wrong. Extended edition Lord of the Rings. That's it.
That's probably fair.
And then the speeches.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Unanimous.
Well. Yeah.
Anybody?
What the only really good speech in Cool Runnings was, I mean, he told him why he cheated, and he's like,
Yeah, there's not really a speech.
well, he kind of gives him a little speech there after he admitted he cheated, and I forgot
Right.
what the speech was even about.
It's something about
Kinda
if
confident.
you know if you're not good enough without the goal, you're not going to be good enough with it,
Yeah.
and that's why you cheated. I needed to win. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
anything without it.
It was a decent speech, but it doesn't touch
Right.
Any Given Sunday.
No, not even close, dude. When a guy's right here 6 inches in front of your face.
It's a game of inches.
Oh gosh. So
Dude, I even like there was even a speech that Al Pacino didn't give. It was like the pastor of the team gave a speech before one of the games too, and I was like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
fun fact from the chat: Interstellar is also 3 hours long.
That is a rewatchable movie.
So is Kingdom of Heaven, Lawrence of Arabia. There's a lot of 3-hour movies out there.
Avengers
Lawrence of
Endgame.
Arabia, is that good?
I loved it. I thought,
Isn't it like a really old movie?
oh, it's old.
Okay.
No, it's old, and it's actually based on a true story. Like the dude was a total badass. It's awesome.
Is what's his name in it? I can't think of his name. He's in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Sean Connery.
Connery.
Yeah, is that who it is?
No, he's not the main actor.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Sean
Quick,
Connery's in that.
Quick detour. Henry Cavill is going to be in the Highlander remake.
Yeah, there can only be one.
There can only be one.
Daddy.
Dad.
I'm hyped for that.
We call him Daddy Cavill.
Daddy Cavill. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Calm down.
All right, boys, let's take a vote here. Let's do. I don't think this is going to be super hard. So who here thinks Any Given Sunday is better than Cool Runnings?
I will say it was close. It was closer.
It was closer than I thought it was.
I
Gonna
think
be.
it was closer
It
than I
was.
thought. But
It's a weird matchup. It really is, unfortunately.
it is a.
So,
And bobsledding.
I feel like this movie. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go. No,
I
go
feel like
ahead.
this movie would be better matched up with something that has a little bit more comedy elements into it, like
Longest
White Man
Yard
Can't
or
Jump
something.
or something
Yeah.
like that. But it's a shame. I mean, everything's kind of random matched up, so
I'm
so
sure.
everything's fair.
I'm sure bobsledding is a more difficult sport than I give it credit for, but I never thought growing up it was a real sport. It's like it's like curling, and that was kind of my bias against the horse racing movies. I'm like, is this a real sport or is the horse doing all the work?
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah, I know.
I just
We'll get
remember
them out. We'll get them out quick.
I was hanging out with my cousin one day waiting for like a football game to come on, and we were watching like ESPN 4, and they had like the cornhole tournaments. And I'm like, so you tell me this is a real sport? He's like, this is a real sport. It's really difficult. There's a lot of terminology you gotta learn. I was like, why does every dude in here look like a 45-year-old like divorced dude?
You can.
If it's a real sport, like in a world tournament, tell me why.
I feel like everything just gets so dissected. You could
Yeah.
you could turn it into literally anything that you want.
course.
Yeah.
Like, you could be like,
that ball game that we played in the garage, that could be a sport.
That's why
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a differentiation: sport and athletic sport. Like
That's
there's
fair.
athletic
that's fair.
sports, and then sport is just
team sports. Yeah.
Skilled sports
Poker's-
like golf.
Poker's a sport. Put it in the Olympics, and you can only play with what your country's worth.
yeah.
I guess.
True.
Costa
All right.
Rica's all in with 3 coconuts.
Next week we'll do Tin Cup versus 42.
Okay.
I haven't seen Tin Cup.
That's Jesse's favorite sports movie, according to Jesse. So I invited him on next week.
Okay.
He has yet to get back to me, but we'll see.
Okay.
Just stare at him.
I love doing the camera stare. I don't know.
All right, boys, let's do a quick little round of movie 20 questions, and then we'll get out of here. So,
Oh, we always end with 20 questions.
yeah,
All
we're
right.
playing a game of 20 questions. So here are the rules. You get 20 questions, yes or no questions.
Movie, video game, Pokemon.
Movie. We're going to do a movie. You get 20 questions, yes or no questions. If you guess, that counts as the guess, and that's the end of the game, essentially.
Okay.
You want me to start off, or you guys?
Yeah. I hate starting.
Is it an action or a comedy?
Yes.
Is it an action?
Yes.
So it's definitely a comedy. It's a comedy with a little bit of action.
Ah, he's smart. Yeah, you suck.
Unless he's smart.
No, I'd say action.
Okay, action.
Okay.
Um,
So you
like,
so
like years.
maybe it's not a comedy. Yeah. Was it made before 2000 or was it made 2010 or before?
Yes.
Are you thinking now actors or
Yeah. We could go the route of actors.
before 2010? So not everything has Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So
Dang it. I'm wondering if it is a comedy, or do you smirk because it's not, because it's an action?
I feel like almost all actions have a little bit of comedic relief, though.
Yeah, but like, there's like specific, like Jumanji, I would say was a comedy with action in it.
I feel like this might be a waste of a question, but I do just want to ask: does it have Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it?
No.
Okay.
Should've
ruled
said-
out.
just-
You should have said Samuel L. Jackson. He's in a lot.
We'll use that. Well,
I
usually
would,
we like to say 2 at a time.
I know it's kind of cheating, but I would lean away from comedy,
Sure. Okay.
and even you're right to question my hesitation on action.
Yeah.
Not towards comedy.
Okay. So
So that might be giving you a free.
we'll take
Free.
it.
Appreciate it.
We'll take it. Well, does it have Samuel L. Jackson? in it?
Or
Or we like. He said we can ask 2 to
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
No, that's 5.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to think of others in the pre. Well, I should ask yours.
Did
first.
you say that it was before 2010?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
we say is it after 1990?
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Is it after 1990?
Yes.
That's a
I
good
should
one.
ask if it's after 2000 because that. I'll use the question for it. Is it after 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
between 2000 and 2010.
And it's. Is it zombies? No.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, we should kind of. Well, I mean, you can almost. Is it more of a modern day action, or is it like a science fiction action? Or
Well, I guess that wasn't a yes or no.
Well,
Well, yeah.
is it either of those? Like,
Okay.
Yes.
and then which
Should we ask if it's sci-fi?
Ask if it takes place on planet Earth.
That's
Oh,
all.
that's a good question.
Well, we should ask if it's sci-fi first because if he says yes, is it sci-fi at all?
No.
Okay.
That means
So
probably
it's on
on
Earth.
Earth. Probably on Earth.
Well, that just means we can get all the Pirates of the Caribbean out because that one of them takes place not on Earth. Or two of them. All Lord of the Rings.
Well, unless he's talking about Pirates of the Caribbean 1 specific.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Let's try to think. I feel like our best option is to keep.
Okay, so let's think franchises here. Is it Disney or is it
oh, that's a good question.
Could be.
Disney or
Should we ask Disney or Marvel or something?
we should say
There's a whole
well.
lot of, how much Marvel was before 2010?
Well,
stage-
Disney owns Marvel, but
stage
they
one.
didn't before
Stage
2010.
one.
Stage
So
one,
like
okay.
there's Iron Man 1 and 2.
2008.
Thor.
Thor. Yeah, those. Hulk 2006.
I swear if it's the original Hulk.
Eric Bana.
Is it? Oh, I should ask this. Well, is superhero considered sci-fi? Probably. I don't think so.
I don't think so because I think nah.
Well,
I don't know.
is it?
Actually, I feel like the way to ask that question would be like, does anybody in the movie have like
Superpowers?
superhuman
Oh,
abilities?
or yeah, super ability. Does anybody? Yeah. Does
I
anybody,
I didn't like the action question.
the what?
Like I didn't like the action question. Like
So this
Okay.
isn't even.
Well,
this
well,
probably
okay.
isn't even an action movie. This could be.
it is,
Oh,
but it's like
I'll even
Adventure.
I'll even use an extra question for. That's. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, is it like adventure or drama or something?
Well, you didn't answer our question.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody in the movie
Answer
have
that.
superhuman abilities?
no. That's
So-
10.
we're making progress. With it.
Yeah. We still don't really know what
Dude,
we're talking.
me and him had this down to a science when it was Pokemon 20 questions. Now with movies, it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it's,
You haven't lost one yet. Get out of my
That's
face.
true. That's true.
it's true.
Well, that's because you had all the freaking Gen 4 Pokemon nobody's ever heard of. What the frick is a Trubbish?
Rubbish.
Yeah, I bet it's a plant. Is it?
It's garbage, is what it is.
Is it a plant like Pokemon?
Trubbish?
Yeah.
No, it's like
It's
a
a-
sack of garbage.
It literally is.
It's like a sack of garbage with a face on it.
That's hilarious.
Should we
Okay.
say does it take place in North America?
Yeah, that's fair. Does it take place in North America?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you say yes or no to superhuman ability?
No,
Like,
nobody has superhuman abilities.
Okay.
Also, no Vin Diesel, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the Fast and
Maybe,
Furious.
maybe it's a sports movie, and that's why he's hesitant to say action. Is it sports or adventure?
No.
So I just want to be like, was it directed by Michael Bay?
This is tough. I don't
It
know.
is.
I don't even know where to go now.
I feel like we were doing better when we were getting like big actors from the 2010 out of the way. 'Cause
Like,
it's,
it's a bit.
it's easier to narrow things down.
Yeah, now it's easier to narrow it down. Like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, they were big in those.
Yeah, they were big in the 2000s.
Yeah, does that have either Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt?
No.
Because see, like all the fantasy stuff is kind of out the window now. So
Well-
I'm thinking
well,
like
let's go
Mission Impossibles and like
Let's go Sean Connery and what's Sean? What?
Sean Connery.
What is?
I can think of one good thing that he was in from 2010. It was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and their superhuman
You're
abilities.
probably
there,
right.
So,
You're probably right. Okay, fine.
I want to.
Well, he was in Knight's Tale, which was not Knight's Tale. The
But-
first night. He was in the first night.
But we could ask about Heath Ledger
Ooh.
Oof.
or
We could.
and Christian Bale. Maybe? Well, I mean, if we say that, then that's a couple movies up there.
Yeah.
Man, still not bad.
Does it have either Heath Ledger or Christian Bale in it?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Fuck. That's the point I'm getting to now.
Well, yeah, I'm getting to the.
How many questions are we at?
14.
14, yeah.
Can't think of any.
Are we allowed to do 5 questions for a hit?
Okay, well, we have to do
I
Orlando.
would say no.
We have to do Orlando Bloom because he's big in the 2000s. So let's get him out of the way.
Orlando
and-
Bloom and hold on. Let's think here.
What else was it? 2000 to 2010.
Shia LaBeouf.
no.
Was he not?
He was in like Eagle Eye and well, we can't do the Transformers. So
Yeah. Let's do.
Will Smith. Why did we not think of Will Smith?
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Does it have Will Smith or Orlando Blooms?
No. That's 15.
Is this just an
Christ.
indie movie?
Is this a low budget movie or
I
something?
know.
Christ, can they not afford
I
anybody?
picked a little bit of a tougher one because you got like 3 in a row and smoked me, dude.
Barely,
So
we barely got the last couple.
Yeah.
it's once you get the actor. Like, you
I know
always
it's
get
gonna
the
be- I
actor,
know
and
it's
then you
gonna
can find your way to the movie. But now you got 4 questions.
So it
and
actually
that's
has
it.
an actor we might know. It's not an indie low budget film. Maybe.
I'm trying to think here.
We have 4 questions. Okay.
4 questions and a guess. Yep.
Okay. Let's. That's also a good question. Is it animated? But I assume no.
Probably fucking Interstellar. I'm trying to think of other. Let's
It's
see.
probably Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, okay. Matt Damon. We have to think about. He's in
Oh, yeah,
Bourne
he's-
movies
he's
around
been-
that time. So Matt Damon
I think.
or
Yeah, I think Bourne came out. Well, some of the Bournes
some of
came
them
out
did.
past.
Some of them did.
Yeah.
Trying to think of another actor here.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, let's do that. Leo or
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
No.
Matt
Fucking
Damon. Sorry.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, so we're really getting in. This is how I can tell we're getting really low on the totem pole here. Ben Affleck or let's think of somebody
Yeah.
else.
We're thinking of Ben Affleck or.
Is this movie good?
Yeah. Is this movie even good? Would I watch this?
Let's go like Liam Neeson and
Here's your hint. This film grossed $46 million in the United States.
It's pretty good, bro.
it's pretty freaking terrible.
Is that terrible?
Before
like it is.
2010?
I felt like that's pretty good with
What was their
inflation.
budget? No.
Yeah, what was the exact budget? Who were the 2 actors you were just saying?
I was just saying Ben Affleck and Liam Neeson.
Why not? Is it Ben Affleck or Liam Neeson?
No.
That was some bullshit.
I'll let you get to the end of your questions, and I'll tell you the actor, and I'll see if you guys can get to the answer.
Is it Jonah Hill? He's only in comedies.
She just like Jonah Hill in action.
Yeah, he's only in comedies.
I suppose we could throw Channing Tatum. He's in a couple different things.
He's
Jupiter,
usually
I think Jupiter Ascending was before 2010.
no. That was Jupiter Ascending was pretty late. I mean, it was only like 5 or 6 years ago when I came. I think. I don't think Channing Tatum.
Because obviously Magic Mike is an action.
Yeah. I think he gets in a fight once.
He does.
What would Magic Mike be?
Oh, do you guys remember the movie I'm Number 4? What was the kid's name that was in that movie? Like the main dude. I can't think of his name.
I don't know. This is so difficult. How many?
Wait a minute.
2 questions
Nope.
and a guess.
Sorry.
What were you thinking? Just so I'm on the same page. with
Well, I was like, what about like? We gotta think like, what big female actresses
Yeah, that's a good
were
question.
doing? You know what I mean? A lot of stuff because
Yeah.
you know.
Sandra Bullock was in the 2000s.
Shut your mouth.
No, she wasn't in actions. She wasn't in
What's her
any
name?
actions.
Mila Jovovich was in quite a few because she was in the Resident
There you
Evil.
go. Boom. She was big.
But wouldn't those be more sci-fi?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Was that all she
Wait,
was in?
did you guys ask if it was sci-fi and it's not?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not sci-fi.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Then scratch whatever I just threw out there.
Right. It's not. He said it's not even really action. I mean, kind
Well, I was about to ask like Angelina Jolie because she was in a couple different movies.
She was in a
but-
bunch of movies.
But all of those probably grossed more than 46 million.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I suppose Wanted did pretty terrible in theaters, but
Oh, that super famous actress, literally in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah. So what about her and?
She's in like a soccer movie, I think. And that's
Bend
Bend It Like Beckham.
Bend It Like
is probably the
Beckham.
only other
Bend It Like
movie that she
Beckham.
was
I
in.
thought she was in stuff.
she was in a couple different things, but
Probably not a good.
no.
Why can't I think of any more famous actresses of
Was
that time period?
James McAvoy was in a few things before that because he was in Wanted and I'll say there was something else, but I can't think of it now.
Well, let's just throw out 2 guesses and then he'll give us
Who's the dude that plays in the King Arthur movie that Keira Knightley's in?
King Arthur.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
the guy who played King Arthur.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't.
He's also in Sin City. He's the dude that kills the cop and like goes to where all the prostitutes are to bury the cop lady or the cop dude.
Oh man.
But you can't think of his name.
I don't know.
We should ask if Bruce Willis is in it.
Say Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is in a lot of movies.
Okay, Bruce Willis. Let's think of another.
Bruce Willis and the dude that's in King Arthur. That's the fucking question. Even though I can't remember his name.
Yeah. Bruce Willis or that guy he was talking about.
I can't. I don't want to.
King Arthur or Alexander? King Arthur.
Actually, we haven't even said Brad Pitt yet. So do.
Did we not?
You did.
We did.
Yeah,
we did Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Right next to Matt. No.
Yeah.
No, it was that guy's
Okay.
name. Tom Cruise, the short guy. I forget. Yeah.
Well, do him and do Eric Bana just to get
Well, Bruce Willis and Eric Bana.
because he
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Bruce
superhuman abilities.
But not in Troy.
True.
Yeah, I feel like there was.
I mean,
something
Troy
else
was
he was in.
kind of superhuman.
There's something else he was in.
Well, is it Bruce Willis or who else?
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana.
No.
And that's 19.
Yes. Well, that's 18, but you get one more question and a guess.
Balsack.
Oh, we haven't said Denzel yet, have we?
No. We did say Samuel L. Jackson.
Denzel,
So we'll do Denzel.
Do we do Denzel? And do we do Keanu Reeves?
Did we?
No.
Is it either Denzel or Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
Oh!
Now you have a guess.
Yeah, but now we have.
But now, wait. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's obviously not it's not Matrix because that's sci-fi.
That was 1999, I think.
But
yeah.
Keanu Reeves would have been in Speed.
Or wait, no.
Or wait, was Speed? Speed was probably before 2000.
Shoot. Who did we just? What were the two?
You say you're gonna give us a hint. Like, can you just tell us which actor, and then we'll make our guess based off that.
So I'm looking at Wikipedia, and it's wrong. So Wikipedia is giving me the wrong year, and now I'm on IMDb, and it's saying 94. So
Oh,
Okay.
I'll give you the year. It was 94.
okay.
But you won't give us the either or of the actor,
Of what?
Who? It was,
Denzel or
I said yes. It's one of those two.
yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, we want to know which one.
I feel like 94, could it be Devil's Advocate? Because that was a young Keanu Reeves.
That wasn't like an action. That was like a crime.
well, he said it's probably not accurate. He said it's probably not
Yeah.
accurate.
I'm gonna edit.
So that's probably our best guess.
I'm
at this point.
editing Wikipedia right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're one of those.
Yes, I am.
That's our because he's like lean away from action or comedy. You know.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, I
Devil's
said
we're-
lean away from comedy.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like that. Well, yeah, that movie did pretty well too. But I'm between that and like Training Day.
Training Day. Oh.
Training Day would have
When
been.
did that come out?
Ethan Hawke, that was. But if it's 1994, I feel like Training Day came out way later than that.
Was it later?
Oh,
Thought so.
absolutely.
I thought so. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you might. Well, just give your guess because I can't think of anything. Well, what else can?
You
Because
each can have a guess.
Because there was
Oh, yeah, there we go. He's getting.
and
each of us
Point
a guess,
Break,
so.
that was also a young Keanu Reeves, and that's not really action.
But
That's
we're not really
heist.
focusing on Denzel Washington much.
Well, and I'm gonna
Well,
be
think about it.
honest.
If he said it. Wait, you said when it said 94, is that incorrect?
94 is correct.
It's correct. So
I'll give you the
Gosh,
exact
Keanu.
year because I got the wrong one.
how much was Keanu doing in 94? Because
A lot. Speed, he did. Well, I mean, in the 90s, he had a lot of movies. I mean, yeah,
Sure.
he was working his way up.
but
So
the
I'll
more I think
do-
of him further back.
I'll
I
do
think of Bill
Point
and
Break.
Ted.
I'll do Point Break.
Okay.
You do. Oh shoot! What?
Devil's Advocate.
I just
So you do Devil's Advocate.
Just hit
And
me.
then what should I do?
That's a tough.
Speed? Would,
When Speed came out, when did it come out? I don't know when it came out.
Try Speed.
Yeah, try. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Point Break.
No.
Speed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes!
Got it.
So Wikipedia says it came out in 2001,
That's
and that's not
horribly
right.
wrong.
IMDb says
You just came up with that out of your
94.
butt.
Oh, that's
so-
awesome.
I edited IMDb.
Did you?
Fun fact.
That's
everybody.
awesome.
Oh, that's
Or
fine.
I put in a request in to edit IMDb.
All right.
so-
Well, we have a guest in the living room, so let's wrap this up.
Fair enough, guys. This has been Velocity Entertainment. Congrats, you guys, on guessing correctly.
Barely.
Sorry for leading you down the wrong path for half of the game.
No,
Oh, it's fine.
that's fine.
Thanks for watching. Remember, go to Facebook, search Velocity Entertainment, follow us there. Follow us on Twitch. We are close to affiliates, so follow us at twitch.tv/Velocity Entertainment 360. It'd be greatly appreciated. Tune in Wednesday for Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Michaela will be back, and we'll be talking about that movie. We got the prize in, so you got to tune in to. We got to tune in to.
Oh yeah, you haven't come up with a thing to. Because for Lord of the Rings, it was you have to.
Yeah,
comment.
I'll have to think of something, but yeah, you'll have to tune into the Pirates podcast to see what the prize is. So, and if it's something you want to
Win.
win. So, thanks again for watching, guys. We appreciate everybody that tunes in, and we love you.
Kisses.